Hello, welcome to Civilization 5 Beginner's Guide, Part 9. So let's get on with it. I'm looking at the game Civ 5, playing at the Prince level of difficulty, just to see what it's like on tougher levels. This is about as far as I can go. If I go any further, I'm likely to lose. At this level, I tend to do alright. So, okay. That's got me somewhere, and maybe he can move on down here afterwards. I think I'm getting furs already, aren't I? But I'm not trading in it, I suppose. But am I not getting... Oh no, I've lost furs. That means I've lost one of those cities, which does have furs. Was it Florence? I have to give them up. Oops. No, I don't want to protect them. Revoke protection. Goodness sake. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh. And I can't do it now. I have to do it for at least 10 turns. Right, okay, well. That doesn't make me any more of an ally, does it? No, well anyway. Oops. I'll give him a bunch of gold. Right, close. Right. Don't even know where Florence is. Oh no. So if somebody attacks Florence now, I'm expected to act as an ally and fight them, but I don't think anybody is. Yep, open borders. Let's keep it going. Excellent, but somebody else now gets the points for getting rid of those barbarians. But maybe I can get rid of these. Geneva, they would be useful. Didn't seem to work, did it? Another proposal. Super duper load of culture. Super duper load of happiness. Yep. Okay, so things which have been discovered by other civilizations will now be easier to discover for oneself, and vice versa. Or however one might express that. Sure thing. Yes, we'll keep trading. They got the credit for that too. I don't know. Who are these green guys? Oh, they're the Larsons. Okay, nobody gets credit for it then. Still haven't managed to convert it. Maybe I need to send an Inquisitor up there. Plastics in newer infantry and a research lab could be very good to zoom ahead on the research. I think I'm doing quite well on research. Or combustion, where I can build some super duper armour units. Let's get the plastics first. Now I have a number of places where I might build a city, but since that's other people's territory there, the coastal places is best. Can I purchase any simple piece of property with faith? Not really. Not just yet, anyway. I can purchase a granary though, and I can produce a monument. Okay. Get rid of culture going. And I've grabbed that oil. Just wait while it processes the terms. Happiness has suddenly crashed. I'm going to set him up as an interceptor, so I want him to be really, really good. One extra interception may be made per turn. Maybe. Right, okay. Choose production. Extra defense for free after purchase cost. Whales to salt. Let's speak to Mr. G, shall we? Mr. K, I don't know. Hey Genghis, where are you? Nope, okay, well let's trade with somebody else then. He doesn't want whales. He could do whales for salt. What do you reckon? Yep. Okay, goodbye. So we're back up. I don't know where all the other happiness has gone. I don't suppose I have any other surplus things I can trade? No. Basically. That's what I've got. It's all very confusing, this lot, really. I don't know what global buildings are. I guess it's to do with wonders or something. Can I see trade here somewhere? I mean, properly? I can't really see what I'm looking for in here. Trade route overview. Trade routes available. What are these caravans? I mean, look at it all. Ugh, all this data. It's too much. I don't really know how to interpret it, except I can see that the goal that the civilization that established is the trade route makes, which is not necessarily me. Some of them are making good money. They're a mine. Well, if I've established a trade route with Nineveh, then, or Busan for instance, that's what I'm making. Okay. Confusing and complicated, but there you go. And not really what I want to know. I want to know what's available for me to trade with X. And that X would want. You could do that fairly easily in Civilization 4 here. I haven't figured out how to get that info out of the interface. Friendship, yes, let us work together. Good, they're not likely to declare war on me now. Because the diplomatic penalties for doing that are pretty severe. Everybody else knows you're a liar, and they won't make deals with you so easily. What on earth is going on here? Why is it so negative all of a sudden? Specialists are producing unhappiness, 34 unhappiness from that. Can I get rid of a few specialists somewhere? Darned if I know. Happiness there, extra one, might as well do it. What specialists do I have? Great people, specialist buildings, great work buildings, buildings. Manual specialist control. So they're going in here at the moment, but I could move them to somewhere else. That's where the jobs are at the moment, and they're producing culture as a result. See what my specialists are up to in these cities. 2 guys working in the factory, giving production. Why is that making it unhappy? I'm liable to have some rebels turning up because of this now. Very likely to. Happiness +1 from the factory, so I guess that's good. Happiness +1 there from the workshop, as it happens, because of ideological add-ins which I've got, and religious things probably, something like that, I've forgotten. Things that I did earlier in the game have made happiness come from productivity. It's probably a religious belief or a civic of some sort. I don't seem to be able to generate much more happiness than that. I could move guys into factories in my other cities, I suppose. But they're already in there in most of these. But a factory gives you +1 happiness. A workshop gives you +1 happiness. So I've got a couple of extra happiness there. I could say avoid growth, possibly several cities grew all at once, but I'll leave it for the moment. Got to be careful here because I don't have much of a surplus of food, so I'll leave this city alone. The factory's already populated here, and here, and here. I don't have any specialists in the workshop, but if I pop one in, I lose quite a lot of production. Well, not an awful lot, but I do gain 1 happiness. Let's do that, I suppose. I'm going to have to sort this out. Well, there's no possibility of specialists here yet. It hasn't done anything. already occupied. So, well, I think we're going around. I've gone around the cities now, haven't I? That's it. Right. Let's see if the rebels appear. A research agreement. Yeah, let's go for it. Well, it looks like putting those specialists in the factory has not increased my happiness. It'll increase my productivity though, which could be useful in an emergency, but it's not really what I was looking for. I'll just buy a Colosseum when I can. I need to do that to get the happiness. Close. Not so negative now. Cusco, pretty good culture. Tourism output. So those are the ones to boost tourism in the most. Get the most out of it. Choose production. Well, first of all, caravan. Looking for the most money. Washington 15. I don't worry about religious and scientific pressure and what have you. Just make some money. I've just been given that unit by Valletta, presumably. For free. Go back to automatic specialist control in my cities, since it made no real difference to happiness. I can't undo what I did. You can see though you have the ability to manipulate it a bit if you want to. You can even add more if you want, and especially if you have a surplus of food you can do that fairly easily. Just click on them and they'll appear somewhere. That one was not yet, okay. That's it, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Great thing about making loads of money is you can spend it. In this game you can just save it up as a sort of a sovereign wealth fund for your nation, but that tends not to hang around much. It tends to get spent. By me anyway. Good. Let's just carry on then. Extra production when building armour units in that city. Circus Maximus, I thought somebody else was building it. Can I build it in every city? I thought I was building it somewhere else. Wherever, don't know what happened to it. I'm building it. Oh, maybe I built another town and so couldn't build it. Perhaps. I don't know. That's probably what happens, because you have to have a Colosseum in every city to be able to build that. So if you settle another city, that makes it impossible. So that means I should be able to build the ironworks here again, because I screwed that up, did I not? No. Maybe I've got it already. I don't remember seeing any... I don't know what happened to it. I could go for another tenet of happiness of some sort. Or I can go for my... Well, I'll have to go for happiness, I suppose. Okay. And we'll carry on shortly with... more patronage. More happiness. I have built Neuschwanstein. A nice place for a castle. build another one, shall I? Another happiness point. Yeah, hard luck. I don't think that's really in my great advantage. And you're at war with my friend Genghis anyway. Oh. Become Islamic or something. We'll have to get rid of that. Can't afford these guys yet, okay. Never heard of him. Oh, Darius? Okay, well, clear off. Right. Spices in exchange for gold? I'm all for it. Happiness back up again. Phew. See how it can crash suddenly. And it's hard to figure out why, unless you're actually watching these numbers like a hawk all the time. Trade route to where? 12, 14, come on, scroll. 13 is no good, 12, 12, 12, so we need to go to America or somewhere like that. Let's go to Boston, eh? New England. Great engineer. He can maximise the production here, maybe. City's growing, but happiness has gone up a lot because of gold. Another 4. Oh, go away. What's wrong? I haven't done anything to you. What I might do is move some military units down to the border down there, just to be on the safe side. Those cities are a little under-defended. Down here. Nope, no interest. Sometimes civilizations will denounce you as a prelude to invading it. It sort of tells the world that they don't like you and you're dishonourable, and so if a war starts, it's not particularly held against them. Except by people who are friends of you, I suppose. Depends how sophisticated the AI politics is. Let's send this guy down here. Happiness is zooming up now. I'll send a bunch more units down, really. Let's just upgrade that. So he's got some units on my border, which I don't like. Sheep, I'll probably... I think if I improve that, I will lose the food. Well, maybe that's not such a bad thing, because the growth is causing happiness issues. Let's just see what happens. No, I understand what will happen. The pasture will be destroyed and I will lose access to sheep. They don't give me happiness, but they are a special resource, so let's not destroy them. Instead, I think I can improve that one and keep that stony thing. not going to upgrade them anymore just for the moment. This is my city with the Kremlin in it. So I can build land ships and get extra for them here. Stone is not one of these things, but I think I continue to get the resource anyway. Yeah. Not sure about sheep if I do that. How come you guys are still up there? I don't get it. City is converted. Which one? This is getting annoying. Inquisition. There we go. Now, huge production. In fact, There's nothing I'm totally desperate to get. So let's have a bomber. Ah, International Games Arts funding, somebody likes that. I don't want that, because it decreases science. But I can have the International Games, which increases happiness. Although my happiness is quite good now, I'm going to keep on in that direction for a bit. These guys are still wandering around in my territory. Don't know what the big deal is. Maybe they like the beaches or something. Well, they seem to like the farms, actually. Oops. Come back. Valletta, please. I'm still allies. Way up. And I still haven't managed to get them fully into Big Toe. I don't know. Upset too many civs, I don't know. Don't really want to do any of this stuff. Already International Games is in effect, okay. Well... Arts funding is in effect, so great scientists, engineers and merchants are reduced. That's not very good. I could try and reverse it. Because I'm heading down the science route, I reckon. Inquisitor, well, first of all, go up here. And see how many bad guys you can delete. That's better. Okay. So the international games are in effect, and I should now be building my Olympic stadium. So as soon as these guys are built, I'll start devoting building points to my international games. Where we brainwash the public into thinking that the games are important and other issues don't matter. Bread and circuses. That's how you keep people supporting whatever rubbish you want to do. Go away. Now, well, I'm not planning to take cities, so I'll go for strength against land units for the moment. And range. That's all it can do, basically, is sleep until I tell it otherwise. Caravan. Where can we go? Start 9, 15, 14. So one of these 15s up here, any of them I guess will do. International games. Lots of benefits if you put the most money into it. Usually only have to do it for a few turns. And then somebody wins and there's a second and third place with appropriate benefits. My submarine's busy exploring the world. I've been given an infantryman. Very nice. everywhere's going to do international games for a bit. And that's about an hour, so I will stop there and I'll see you in part 10. Bye for now.